Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay guys, welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back. So yeah guys, welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone's doing good. Sorry for the delay, was a little bit late today. I do apologize. Good morning Big Bang. Yes, we are live. Morning Richard, hope you're doing well. Good morning David, hope you're doing well. Anis, good morning. Ready in some trades, nice. Good to see. So yeah guys, we'll go through the market, see what's going on. I currently jumped into gold short, so obviously I'll break that down for you guys and what I'm expecting from gold. A few other pairs I'm looking at, we'll go through my watch list at some point as well. But yeah guys, any pairs you're looking at, feel free to leave down in the chat. We'll take a look. Any trades you got going on, feel free to drop it down in the chat as well. We'll take a look. If you are looking for a broker, I do have my affiliate link there to IC Markets. Feel free to go and check it out if you want to, if you are looking for a broker. And if you want to follow my Telegram, where I post my setups, watch list, videos that I create, feel free to check that out if you want to as well. But yeah guys, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing good and had a good weekend. Hello Shiny P, welcome to the stream. So I'm currently short on gold, looking for a push back down to these lows for us to go and take out these lows here. Had a really nice weekly candle closure last week. So as you can see here, nice bearish engulfing there after rejecting that price support and resistance. And we can also drag that across as well to this very big critical zone of 1700, which the market is now holding as resistance on the weekly time frame, which is very important and could actually start a bigger move to the downside here for gold. So I'm currently short on gold. Again, looking at most time frames to get the overall bias, and I've entered the short, kind of forming these lower highs here. I would have actually looked at the short yesterday, but I did miss my entry yesterday, unfortunately. So I have hopped onto the trade today, but this was the level I was looking at coming into the stream. Well, not into the stream, into the week, sorry. As you guys see, if you haven't seen my watch list for the week, feel free to go and check it out on my Telegram or even on TradingView too. So where's gold? There it is. So yeah, looking for a retest of one of those two levels to go short back down to those lows. And you can see we're just about coming to that level there. So that's where I've entered. Would have entered yesterday, but I did miss that entry. But the market has pulled back up again, so I have entered back again. To be fair, I have entered on the hourly time frame, but you know, it can be seen as a 4 hour entry as well, because we do have a bearish engulfing there, and my trade entry is actually right there as well. So got to be monitoring on the 4H and kind of hourly as well. But yeah, looking for a push to go and take out these lows. I may look to hold on further as well, because I have been talking a lot about that 1550 level, where we could push to and potentially go further. But you know, we'll see what we can do at these areas first, because we definitely could react at them. I do have an area to secure partials, which is that level there, just in case we rebound. But yeah, currently trading gold. Haven't been in gold since the consolidation over here, which was just very messy at the time. At least now we've got some momentum behind us. So yeah, hopefully we can look for a push back down to 1615, and I may look to push it further back down to 1550 if I'm, you know, want to maybe hold 20% to run, and then we could be looking at pushing a lot further. But that is what I've got at the moment. But yeah, we'll take a look at your trades there, AUDNZD and AU. You selling both of them, or just AUDNZD? Hello Eric, welcome to the stream. USD CAD, we'll take a look. I'm gonna buy on EuroCAD. Nice, EuroCAD's looking bullish. I'll go and take a look at that one. Hello Fakar, welcome to the stream. Good night. well, it's actually good morning for me, but good night to you, unless you just go in bed right now. Pound USD buy trade, please. Okay, we'll take a look. So yeah, I'll start with AUD and AU. Last time I saw AUD, we were melting to the downside. So yeah, I mean, I don't know where you've got short in this, but I'd imagine unless you got short, like an hour ago or 3 hours ago, I would imagine you'd be in some nice profit here for AUD. And we haven't got the daily candle closure yet, which is this current daily candle here. But if we do close underneath this, that for me is a major structural break. And we could be looking at this one heading a lot further to the downside, certainly after hitting that monthly kind of region up here as well. So from a higher time frame perspective, we could be looking at the monthly taking us back down again. Certainly if we can get some break of structure, which could be on the cards if you can get a nice candle closure like that. But yeah, for AUD, everything's still looking bearish right now in terms of the immediate price action, the daily candlesticks and the 4H as well. We have had quite a strong drop here after breaking out that consolidation. So I'm not too sure where your targets are, how far you're looking to push the trade, but I would imagine to see some retracement now for AUD, AUD, don't know what I said there. I would imagine to see some retracement now. Main reason we were kind of tightly knit in this kind of corrective structure. Now the market's kind of expanded, a lot of momentum to the downside, especially taking out these lows here. There would have been a lot of liquidity underneath here, so we could be seeing some upside in reaction to that. Again, I'm not saying anything too crazy. Momentum is still with the bears on this one, but we might be seeing a retracement. We might not even get there, to be fair. And then the market could be very bearish. It could pull back halfway and drop, or we could see price going kind of test some of these areas, maybe the range as well, before a continuation lower. So yeah, I don't know what your targets are for the trade, but yeah, I would expect to see some retracement. But for me, from a daily perspective, I'll be seeing how that daily candle closes, and that could confirm whether we see more downside on a pullback, or if the market actually wants to wick below, just maybe push up higher. So keep an eye on that daily candle closure. But in terms of the 4H momentum, looking good, but could be seeing some retracement creeping soon. AUSD, we'll take a look at this one. Okay, so yeah, AU has come back up into that resistance. So this is a very, very strong resistance when the market has been rejecting quite a lot now. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and a fourth time as well. So if the sellers are going to win this battle, you would not expect price to break above this level. Potentially a fake out could happen, but that's trading sometimes. But as long as we don't break and retest, I'm expecting AU to fall back down again. It is obviously at some areas where the market is struggling to head a little bit lower. Where's the monthly candle? So yeah, we haven't quite hit that monthly candlestick yet, which is the target for AUSD 0.61332. That's where we're looking for price to head towards. So we haven't quite hit that level yet. So I'm still expecting more downside to go and hit that level. But yeah, daily still looking bearish. You can see the wicks here on the daily having a tough time breaking through this. Yeah, as long as the 4H, as long as price doesn't break through that, I will be expecting AU to fall back down again, back down to 0.61329. So that's what I'll be looking there for AU. If we break above this, it wouldn't be too serious, because for me this is still the main structural lower high. So we could maybe pop to the upside from a major lower high and then drop back down again. That's all it could be, I would see. But for now, yeah, as long as stop losses above there, you should be good for current price action. But yeah, still short on AUSD and still looking for us to get down to the bottom of those candlesticks there to test those COVID lows. Okay, so I'll take a look at USD CAD, Euro CAD as well. Pound USD buy trade, we'll get on that. Both, okay, yeah, makes sense, both selling. Currently short on NZJY. That NZJY was on my watch list this week, but it's completely blown out the level I was looking to short from. Prices broke through that level yesterday on Monday's candle closure. So I'm still looking to short, but I do want to see price get back underneath that level first before I start looking for entries. I'll give a breakdown in a second. But that pair was definitely on my watch list. US 30 we'll have a look, see as well. Euro USD2. Hey Moch, welcome to the stream. Back again. Love to see it. Okay, let me start taking a look at some of these pairs before I get backed up. Okay, so USD CAD, Euro CAD. So USD CAD. Where are we? Okay, so yeah, USD CAD. We had an interesting close yesterday. We had an interesting close. The market on the daily time frame did close as it's bearish engulfing, but it came straight into this level of support, which is what price is currently reacting with right now. But the thing I don't like about USD CAD is that we didn't come back and create new highs. We had this strong bullish candle here. The market stopped and it came back down again. So it's not a good sign. You know, if you want to see momentum in structure and price, you want price to be, you know, at least tapping into the prior highs, but most preferably, you know, creating new highs. The fact that we did create a lower high there, which you can see better on the 4H, it's not the best sign. It's not the best sign for USD CAD. So with USD CAD, I'm still overall bullish. I'm still not ready to sell the market yet. I want to see some major structural breaks before I start entertaining any sells. I'm still bullish on this one. So for USD CAD, this is a key level here that we did break through. Was that last night? Yeah, during the Asian session, we did break through, but then we just had a pretty confident close back above it. So with USD CAD, longs look like your best bet. If you can come back and retest this structure, that would be nice. And I wouldn't push the trade too far because, like I said, of that lower high there. So, you know, potentially a move back up into this resistance looks good. As you can see, we got some nice structure here. 1, 2, 3, a lot of wicks around here. 4. So a push into 1.382 looks good. We'll measure that. Still got around 100 pips to work with. There's a chance that we might not come back and retest this level because we did close pretty bullish with that candle. So there's a lot of momentum there. But if we can come back and retest it, did not mean to send alert. If we can come back and retest it, that'll be a great place to place an entry and look to see if you can trade that range to the upside. There is obviously a possibility we could go back to highs. Basically these highs up here on the left. There is a possibility we could do that, but yeah, I wasn't sure if I would trade that just because there's evidence that the market is starting to tire now with this bullish structure here. You can see big candles to the upside, but the market came right back down again. Big candle to the upside, the market came right back down again. It's a sign that the bulls are trying to push price higher, but are struggling to get away with it. So yeah, USD CAD key support was still holding it. This looks to be a bit of a fake out for now. So I would be expecting price to make its way back to resistance, but we could be seeing another lower high form, you know, around here. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we could roll over for a bigger retracement. Who knows? But for now, we'll be looking at push into 1.382. If we can clear that, then yeah, maybe highs. But if you are buying USD CAD, keep a watch, keep a lookout for that resistance there. Okay, crude oil, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. Aman. Andreas, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing good. CAD seat chef, please. Okay. Oh, watermark. My bad. Yeah, watermark. Okay. Yeah, that was USD CAD 4H, by the way. Okay, I will take a look at those pairs. Okay, Euro CAD, I'll take a look. Is that your entries? Big Bang got in at 1.3475, TP 1.3. Okay. But yeah, hopefully that made sense there on Euro CAD. USD CAD, sorry. Euro CAD, we'll take a look now. Euro CAD. So, okay, Euro CAD still slowly pushing through to the upside, as you can see there. The key thing for Euro CAD is that we're above this level of support, which was the prior range here on the left. You can see the market was failing to break through this area for quite a while, ranging, and now the market is climbing back above that area. So, you know, just from that range alone, we have a pretty good chance for Euro CAD to make it back up to the highs of the range, which is around here at 1.375. So from a daily and a higher time perspective, I will be expecting price to continue back to these highs here. Obviously there is a little bit of friction here on the left from that high, but I'd imagine us to break through that. Seeing some confident candle closures on the weekly time frame as well. So I will be looking at a push into 1.375 for Euro CAD. But yeah, where did you say your entry was? 1.34975, 1.34975, 1.34. Okay, so that's around here-ish. And TP 1.35978, 1.35978. Okay, it's around. Oh, where am I going? Okay, around here. So yeah, I would be expecting price to get to these highs anyway. So I would imagine maybe your take profit is maybe according to this area here, which will make a lot of sense. Price did consolidate there and then drop with a lot of momentum. So this area will be kind of sensitive to price there, just around 1.36. Nice psychological mark as well. So I would imagine price might be a little bit sensitive to that region. We might see some retracement, but yeah, I will be expecting price to hit those highs anyway. So yeah, I do think that's a nice little opportunity you got your hands on there. Hopefully we can see price pick up a little bit of momentum, because you can see it's very, very corrective. So maybe price might start to get on its bike and start to push, but it's looking very, very good. So nice trade there, Big Bang, looking good. Nice momentum this morning. So yeah, I mean, everything I'm seeing here from a 4H daily, even weekly standpoint looks good for buys for EuroCAD. So yeah, hopefully we can smash through those targets. Okay, so I'll take a look at pound USD and then I'll go into NZJPY, which was on my watch list. But yeah, it's broken through that resistance, so I do need to reassess things with that one. But yeah, pound USD. So with this one, you said buys. Yeah, pound USD is a little bit for me. It's a little bit I was telling you guys, if you haven't checked out my weekly analysis, feel free to go do so. But I was telling you guys how I was preferring Euro USD a lot more. And in fact, after Euro USD's daily candle closure yesterday, it's not even looking too good to sell actually. So Euro USD is a little bit for me right now as well. But yeah, pound USD. We did see a strong push to the upside. I think that was the back of some news on Thursday. Yeah. A big push to the upside. And we actually did respect this area because we did have that break of structure on the 4H. You can see the lower lows and the lower highs the market was printing. We broke through that, formed a new high. The market formed a new high low and actually ripped to the upside. As you can see, that was expecting us to come back straight back down again, but we actually held that structure and pushed up. So on the 4H, we do have a bit of a slight uptrend here. I did say in my weekly analysis, I would like to see the market kind of respect this level here and then form a double top to come back down again. It did break above it, but now it has seen a close back below. But the fact that we have closed at some new highs, it doesn't look too good anymore for shorts. I mean, I am still bearish on pound USD. I'm still bearish definitely on pound USD, but from what I can see, it looks like pound USD might want to push a little bit higher first before we do come back down. And even if it doesn't, it just doesn't look like a good short opportunity. There are better trades out there for me anyway. So pound USD, I'm still bearish on. If you are looking for buys for pound USD, then your best bet, coming to some of these areas here, which we're holding on to right now, or even coming back to this area, or even fill the gap. These would be your best bets for longs for pound USD. And we do have some bullish structure in the 4H, so the buys do make a lot more sense now. Back over here, you can see the bearish structure we had. So buys in that type of market conditions will always be difficult. But at least now we do have some strong momentum and some bullish structure in the 4H. So longs or maybe the hourly or the 30-minute will make a lot more sense. But still, the high time frames are quite bearish though, so I wouldn't push the trade too far. At best, back to these highs up here, 1.145750. But I would say would watch out for these highs here as well, because the market will probably experience some type of struggle around there. But yeah, buys do make sense. Buys do make sense for pound USD. It goes against my kind of overall bias for the pair, so it's not really a trade that I'm looking at. And like I said, I'm still looking for sells, but the sells just aren't quite there yet for me. So yeah, if you are looking for buys, keep an eye on 1.12900, which is where price is right now. Also the range there, 1.122, and also if you do come back and retest 1.115 as well, would be some nicer areas for longs. But yeah, I wouldn't push those buys too far. Okay, so hopefully that made sense there for pound. I'll take a look at Euro USD as well, don't worry. But yeah, I'll jump to NZJPY first, and I'll go into US 30, so you do the second comment there. US 30 as well. But yeah, we'll take a look at NZJPY first, since that was on my watch list. No problem, Big Bang, happy to help. We'll take a look at Euro USD after as well. Can you please do USD CAD? I feel it's making a head and shoulder on the 1 hour. Yeah, I just did use the CAD, so you can check that out if you want to, but I will quickly go over again eventually when I've been through a bunch of these pairs. Okay, so NZJPY, where are you? Okay, so yeah, for this pair, coming into the week was pretty bearish. If you guys want to check out the analysis for the week, well, coming into the week, I was looking for NZJPY to hold this daily resistance here, as you can see. So we had a massive zone going through the market around 83 there, and I was looking for us to maintain that as resistance and then roll over back down to 79,874. However, as you can see, if I click play, that daily candle close just closed very, very confidently back above that zone. So that's a huge red flag for me as a bear in this market. If I'm looking to short this again, I want to see, you know, equally as big bearish candle coming right back down and closing back underneath that zone. And then that will give me, you know, a good, not confirmation, well, confirmation from a daily time frame, but on the lower time frames, it will give me a lot more confidence to actually short the market and then looking to short the market as we're trading above the zone. So for NZJPY, I'm still looking for pushback down there, but we do need to get back below 83,432 for that to happen. And obviously, as we can see right now, JPY, excuse me, JPY is very, very weak at the moment. Pretty much all the JPY pairs are flying to the upside, and NZJPY included. So as you can see for this one, we're snapping above this area, which is not a good sign. We are tapping to some of these areas here, which is probably why you've gone short maybe. You know, reacting some of these areas, which yes, we could see some reaction towards, but the daily time frame is not looking too good. So I would imagine we might get some slight retracement for price to push on higher, unless, like I said, we get back below that zone there. And it will take a lot of energy for us to get back below that zone. So the way I'm interpreting it now is that the market is now back above that zone and possibly looking to go higher, since we're obviously had a candle closure above. So yeah, shorts look okay because we're tapping into that area there. But like I said, I do think it'll probably be short-lived and the buyers will probably step back in if we do work our way down here. 83,500, you know, coming into this resistance here, turn support, that'll be a nice place for buyers to step back in and probably push price higher. So if you are short on NZJPY, nice little area to do so. But yeah, a tip for me wouldn't be to push the trade too far, because I do think we'll probably find feet somewhere down there and look for wow, my voice just completely went, and look for continuation unless we come right back below. But that will take a lot of momentum for price to do so. If it does that, I mean, cool. I mean, are we looking to sell again? But you know, I'm just going to react to what price is doing. If it's breaking through this level, then it's doing that. If it's doing this, I'm reacting to that. You know, I'm not trying to predict the market too much, because, you know, that's how you drive yourself crazy. You know, trying to know exactly what the market's going to do, because you can never know. But yeah, that's what I've got for NZJPY at the moment. We'll take a look at Euro USD and crude oil as well for Jabu. And then NZUSD, NZUSD. Okay, so where's Euro? So yeah, Euro USD was looking decent coming into the week, but that daily candle closure is not looking too good. You can see the market starting to find a little bit of a floor here. Again, I'm not looking too much into that, because I understand where the higher time frames are still pointing and the consistent lower highs the market's placed in the market. If I just draw out this wicked trend line, you can see in the market we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tests of a trend line. You don't normally see trend lines hold up that long. You know, you'd be lucky to get 4 or 5 with a good trend line. 6 is very, very good. 7, you know, you're starting to really take the piss a little bit, because yeah, trend lines don't normally hold up that long, but it's still working. It's still underneath that structure. So I know as a swing trader, there's no point really for me to be looking at longs unless we're breaking through that and breaking through that structure, because my best bet is always going to be short. So yeah, for Euro USD, we are finding a bit of a floor here. And certainly after that bullish candle closure, breaking through some structure here, it's not a good sign there for Euro USD for the sellers. For the buyer standpoint, yes, you might find some nice buys if you can drop to the downside a little bit, retest this structure, maybe push the upside to the next area up here potentially, which is 0.99200. So potentially you could be seeing a bit of that happen for Euro USD. So for sellers, yeah, it's not really looking the best market to sell right now. You can even look at the 4H structure. We've got making a low, a lower high, sorry, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we made some equal highs here with those wicks coming to that same resistance, higher low, and then obviously higher high up there. So from a 4H point of view, we've slowly gone from bearish to now bullish. And yeah, you're better off, especially from an intraday perspective, you're better off looking for buys. And next kind of area of value is this area here at 0.99200. So yeah, Euro USD from a daily perspective, not finding that daily candle closure, and especially the 4H structure as well. Looks like the market has found a little bit of a floor. Not to say that, okay, we're reversing. We're definitely very, very far from that. And I'm still expecting Euro USD to go down as well, as long as structure holds, which so far it is on the daily time frame. From a 4H perspective, intraday, maybe even for the week, intra-week, we could see a push higher up to 0.99200. So yeah, your best bet is still looking for the buys, I would expect. And if you are looking for sells, I wouldn't say it's quite ready yet. It's not quite ready yet. Okay, so okay, we'll take a look at oil and ends the USD. CAD suit chef, we'll take a look as well. US 30, completely missed that one out. You look at US 30 first. Okay, so US 30, yeah, US 30 broke for that resistance. I was not expecting that for US 30 coming into the week. I was expecting us to hold this and then roll over. But again, we did see a pretty strong daily candle closure there for US 30. So it's not looking too good either for this one. So actually, no, I lied. The market, yeah, we did close pretty bullish, but we haven't actually broken through that resistance yet. So this candle still could flip bearish and actually respect the same level and close back underneath. So actually, if US 30 can close bearish on the daily, that would be a very good sign for sales, because the prior daily candle closure for Monday just closed into that level, which doesn't really mean too much. It hasn't broken through it, it's just testing it. Obviously on the 4H time frame, we can see the market is trading above it, but it definitely could be a fake out. So I wouldn't look into the break and retest just yet. If this second daily candle can close above, that will confirm to us we've broken through in the daily time frame. Then tomorrow, the break and retest will make a lot more sense to buy it back up. So that'll be Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday will make a lot more sense to buy it back up again and follow that momentum, because the daily candle yesterday only just closed into the zone, so nothing is confirmed there. We've only just got a nice 4H candle closure above. So yeah, US 30, we could be seeing that break and retest to go higher, but I would wait for today's candle to close, and then you can have a lot more confidence in your trade for tomorrow. If we do get back underneath the zone, then sales will obviously be your best bet, and potentially could be seeing price come back down to those lows again after maybe a big fake out here. So yeah, I'll wait for that daily candle closure, and then we can base some good trades tomorrow, whether it sells because the market rejected it or buys because we broke through. You know, sells, you can be looking at pushes to these areas here, and buys on the flip side. Oh, did not mean to do that. You could be looking at push to these kind of areas here. So 3900, and then you got 29700, 29100. Got multiple areas you can look into buy and sell from, but I would say wait for the daily candle closure. Will give us a lot more information and a lot more confirmation and probability of what price will do next tomorrow. So yeah, US 30, I'll wait for that one. But if we do stay above, then you could be looking at buys back up to 31, we'll call it. Nice psychological level, but basically those highs down the left. So hopefully that made sense there for US 30. Okay, we'll take a look at oil now and SDUSD. Okay, we'll take a look at gold. Well, I'm actually trading gold, but yeah, we'll go over that again quickly. Can you take a look at the DXY? Yeah, I haven't actually looked at the DXY yet, so I will definitely take a look at that one. Hey Emran, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing good. I'm selling a receipt chair. Please have a look. No problem, Emran. Yes, that's sell pound USD. Okay, we'll take a look at pound USD. Hey TogoFX, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you are good. I'm on gold today, not touch pound USD with everything going at the moment. Okay, nice. I'm actually trading gold as well. I'm actually trading gold as well. Pound USD. Yeah, pound USD is a little bit, it's not quite there to be sold for me right now. My bias for Euro USD, pound USD, mostly the dollar pair still is still dollar strength overall, but right now we're seeing a little bit of weakness. I need to go take a look at the DXY to see what's happening on that market. But yeah, pound USD, Euro USD is not looking quite good for me, especially with the daily candle closures. But yeah, I'm actually trading gold at the moment as well. So I will get onto that and look in a second, just looking through a couple pairs first. Okay, so oil, I was looking at oil last week quite a fair bit. Okay, we have seen some downside for oil. So we rejected 94 and failed to break through structures. So oil, nothing's really changed for this one. Big bullish candle coming up, closing to some resistance. And as you can see, the following weekly candle closed bearish back down again. And if I do go in the daily time frame, we are rejecting, well, have rejected, I should say, this 94 level here. So the market has come into a pretty strong area of resistance, a critical area, rejected that level. And as you can see, the market's working its way back down again. And I think, yeah, rejected this trend line here as well. So the lower highs are still intact, yeah, that's the word, still intact for pound USD and pound USD for oil. And if we successfully maintain this momentum and structure, then 76.27 will be the target, back down to prior lows. Obviously, you can keep an eye out on this level here, which kind of translates to this prior low here as well, because we could obviously bounce from that and struggle, maybe reverse, who knows. Maybe the fundamentals could kick in around 82 and we could reverse, or we could just fall flat on our face and just roll over as well. But right now, your best bet for oil is definitely looking for sells. If you are looking for buys at all, 82 could be the place, but again, I wouldn't push the trade too far because the structure on the daily and the weekly is still pretty much to the downside. So you can see oil here on the 4H time frame had a tough time breaking through this resistance, was broken support there. You can see the structural lower highs here, one over there, second, third, fourth, and now it looks like the market is making some more here. So I will be expecting oil to take a dive. You can see the wicks will leave him back into this area at 86.27, 86.30. So yeah, I'll be expecting oil to take a dive into 82 as long as we can stay below that resistance. Even if we do break above, we might just tap back into this level here, form that lower high. We've got the trend line confluence as well, and then roll back over. So oil for me, definitely a bearish pair. If you want to enter the trade, I would have said probably want to enter a little bit closer to the zone and a stop loss above it there. And then, yeah, you've got clear targets back down to 82. And even if we do break above, you can probably get some nice sells around 89.44. And again, look to sell it back down to 82 there as well. So, yeah, oil for me, still looking pretty bearish. Nice structure in play there as well on the 4H and the daily and the weekly too. So, yeah, for me, everything is pointing to the downside. And 82 looks very, very likely to get hit. And if we can smash through 82, we'll be looking at 76.27 there as well. So hopefully that made sense. What are you looking to do with oil? Looking to buy oil or sell oil? Or are you just interested? Let me know. Never really the one to trade oil myself. But then structure, oil does abide by structure, just like any other market will do. Okay, as the USD, someone's looking at as the USD. Okay, so for this one, yeah, structure isn't as clean. This is not as clean. We've seen that quite a lot of the dollar pairs, apart from gold. Gold's the only one that's looking pretty clean, hence why I'm trading that one. But as the USD, yeah, it's not looking too clean. I'm still looking for us to go and take out these lows here, which are the COVID lows. If I zoom out on the monthly chart, I'm still looking for us to go and take out those lows there, and we're so close. Most likely we're just going to roll over and take them out. There's a chance we could retrace a little bit and then go take them out. But eventually those lows most likely will look to go first. So that's where I'm getting my bias from for the USD and the way I expect the market to head towards. You can see on the daily time frame, it's very, very choppy, a little bit corrective now. You can see a lot of wicks around this area. So the market is starting to find resistance here and could roll over. But the only thing is, I don't like what's happening on the 4H time frame. Again, you can see we had a pretty strong move to the downside over here. Market kind of stopped on the dime, flew to the upside, another strong move down, stopped on the dime and actually broke through those highs there. So it's not a good look there, friends, the USD. It's not a good look. This market might want to climb a little bit higher first, maybe tap into some structure on the left, or show some signs of reversal before it does roll over. So I'm still short biased, but I wouldn't short this market. Not to say it won't go down, it could go down. It's just not a good optimal structure to short with what the 4H is doing, and the hourly's looking not too bad, but the 4H and the daily I don't like. So yeah, as USD, if you can go a little bit higher, I'd say the shorts would obviously look a lot better. 0.57400, even the risk will be better as well. If you can work our way up to there, shorts will look a lot better, I would expect. Or if you can probably break some structure, maybe get back underneath some resistance here, that will look a little bit better, and retest it, and then short it back down, because we're not too far away from that wick. But like I said, the 4H just looks a little bit ugly for me. So something like that, finds the USD will look a lot better. Retest of that structure there, and then yeah, back to, or you can just look for these lows here as well. Don't have to do anything too fancy, but yeah, still short bias, but not fan of the market and the candlesticks. Good morning, Nino. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing good. Okay, so I'll take a look at CAD CHF and Euro NZD as well. Okay, can't remove some stuff. Did not see that. Okay, that should do it. Nice. Okay, so yeah, Euro NZD, will get to that as well. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I just took a look at pounds out. Nice. How many pounds do you have? That's why I'm late to this stream. No problem, man. No problem. AUSD. Okay, we'll take a look. The watch on Netflix, My Days. That's worth a watch. I did watch the first season of that. I didn't really like the second season. I haven't actually finished the second season, to be fair. Check out Pound Yen, of course. Hey, cleaning services, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing good. I'm doing good. So I was looking at GJ yesterday. Yeah, you were buying Pound Yen last week Friday, weren't you? Yeah, we did achieve 168. You called it. Nice push, nice trade there, cleaning services. I was looking at buys at the retest. What are your thoughts? I may be late for buys. Okay, I'll go take a look at Pound Yen as well. But yeah, Pound Yen did definitely fly to the upside. Hey, King C, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good, my man. Okay, so look at CAD CHF, Euro NZD, and there was one other pair. CAD CHF, Euro NZD. Okay, I'll take a glance over USD CAD as well. Okay, CAD CHF. So yeah, I was looking at CAD CHF over the weekend, and I still do have a bearish bias for this one, but it's just very, very choppy, and it's kind of just done the same thing as well today. This week so far. So for me, I'm just looking at that as a big range, really. Let me change the color of that. So yeah, I'm just looking at that as a big range, really. And it's I still do have a short bias, and I'm looking at the higher time frames. I'm still looking for this wick low here to eventually be taken out. You can see the market, the weekly time frame, is giving us a lot of wicks to the upside. So I'm imagining us to get a bearish candle soon to the downside, back down to these lows, to go and take out that wick low. So from a high time frame, it looks a lot clearer. Going to the daily is very, very choppy. So your best bet to trade this one is getting some sells up at these areas here, where you can place a safe stop loss and short it down, take advantage of the range, maybe exit the trade here or take some partials, and then maybe if you're lucky, you can catch the breakout to the downside if the market does obviously break the consolidation. But yeah, it is a ranging market here on the 4H time frame. So best way to trade a range: buy high, sell high and buy low. And right now we're kind of trading in the middle of the range. So this is like a no trade zone for me. There's no real edge in this area. We're in the middle of chaos, really. So if you are looking to trade this, hopefully you're already in a position up there, or if you are looking to trade it, you want price to come back up there to find your shorts. And if you are bullish on this one, I would wait for the consolidation to break. You can look to buy at the low of the consolidation, of course. Might be able to catch it, maybe a reaction to the upside, but I'm expecting this consolidation to break downwards. So as a seller in this market, I would either want to be selling up at the highs there to take advantage of a potential breakout, or wait for the consolidation to break and then look for the retest and then sell to the downside. And of course, this here will be a great target to have. Or you can look at the wick lows on the weekly time frame at 0.70893. So yeah, there's multiple things you can do with this one, but it is a very choppy one. So you want to be selling high, and if you're not really in the trade, I'd wait for the breakout before looking to enter, because it's just a little bit all over the shop. But the high time frames do provide me with a lot of clarity. So if the higher time frames were messy too, I'll probably just leave the pair alone completely. But it does make sense of a move back down again. But we need to break out the range first. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. So Euro NZD, we'll take a look at that one. I had a few requests for Euro NZD. Where are we? Okay, so Euro NZD. So this one still kind of climbing to the upside. I think there is a bit of a trend line from like around here-ish. Yeah, that price is still kind of bouncing from, maybe not the cleanest trend line in the world, but it does the job. You can see price is still pushing to the upside. So yeah, with Euro NZD, the market's been just pushing very, very slowly. Then it had its kind of big kind of candle at the end of that kind of trend, and now it's just stuck at these highs. So we could see price roll over. I'll wait for some structural breaks to happen first. This is the key level that the market has kind of had a successful retest of, as you can see. But it's been failing to break through these highs. So the market could potentially come back down again, but it's not a sell that I would look to take. And I'm still technically a bull in this market because structure is still pointing up. But like I said, the market's kind of been in that corrective channel for quite some time. They're not really looking to push it any further. It could go further, just not really a trade that I would like to push and take. So yeah, with Euro NZD, if you can snap through these highs, we could see the next bullish leg take place again, and the buys above that will look a lot cleaner. In all honesty, this is kind of like a range similar to CAD CHF, where yeah, price is just a little bit messy here. And to be fair, you could kind of consider this whole thing to be a range. You can kind of consider that whole thing to be a range there. So yeah, USD for me is just very, very messy. I'm not really seeing much clarity in it. Obviously, the best way to go about this is obviously looking to buy low and sell high. But I wouldn't look to hold on to a trade even to the upside. I wouldn't look to push it because we've got now a lot of evidence that the market's failing to go higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections of that high. It's not a lot of confidence, as a buyer trying to push the trade further. You can, but I would recommend taking 70-80% of your profit at these highs, and then leaving maybe a little bit to see if we can push through. But there is a chance that we can roll back over straight back to your entry price, and you can lose your profits there. So yeah, USD, I'm still buying this market. We've had no structural breaks from a bearish standpoint. All high lows are intact, and the market looks like it's just rejecting the low of the range there. So naturally, we'll be expecting us to make our way back to the highs, and then only until we see a breakout of this 1.75, will I start looking for the trend to really start to continue again. But in all honesty, right now we've just got a range for USD, so it's just not a clean market to trade, in my opinion. Unless you are looking for rangy markets, then this is a great conditions for you. But yeah, definitely not a fan. But yeah, we'll take a look at USD CAD, Euro USD, go over those. DXY is the pair I'm interested in, so we'll take a look properly at that one. 86 Chef, we'll take a look as well. Now I'll go over my trade in gold as well. I've got a request for gold too, so we'll take a look-see at that one. But yeah, so USD CAD, like I said, for this one, daily candles is not giving me a good a good indication that the market is still definitely bullish and still can go a lot higher. But the daily candle yesterday, especially if you combine it with the prior daily candle as well on Friday, you can see we closed pretty bullish, but the market came straight back down. So it's not a good sign, the fact that we didn't form some new highs off this momentum. You can see in the 4H time frame a little bit clearer. You can see big candles to the upside here, big strong move to the upside, another big strong move to the upside here as well. But each time the market just rolls back over. So it's not a good sign for USD CAD. The market is still definitely bullish, but it's a sign that the market is tiring and it could be looking for, I wouldn't say reversal, but maybe a deeper correction. So that is definitely on the cards. But for now, on the 4H time frame at least, we've got this very, very important level here at 1.371, just above 1.37, which the market did break over the Asian session, but we have snapped back above. So this looks to be a little bit of a fake out. So I'm expecting USD CAD to make its way back up to 1.38252. But I would say if you are in longs, be careful at this area because we could be seeing another lower high develop for the market to roll back over. You've got one high there, second, which is the lower high. Could see a third one, and then price could roll over. And I think that's what you're talking about with the head and shoulders, maybe left head, or missed the head a little bit, right shoulder. So I think that's probably what you're talking about with the head and shoulder, which does make sense. But again, as a seller in this market, I wouldn't look to catch the right shoulder. I would look to wait for the neckline to break to sell. Reason being, this head and shoulder is not in line with the higher time frame trend. If the higher time frame trend was down, so like, daily, weekly was pointing down, and now we're getting a head and shoulder, that would be nice to short on the right shoulder. Reason being, we're taking the reversal of a 4H time frame to line up with the daily and the weekly. Whereas this head and shoulder, it's a head and shoulder against all of the higher time frames because all of the higher time frames are still bullish. So the head and shoulder is still a good pattern, but I would wait for the neckline to break and take it on the retest of that rather than try and anticipate the right shoulder. But for now, I would expect USD CAD to make its way back up there, and then we'll see what price does, and we could come straight back down again. So yeah, USD CAD is definitely tiring. I think a lot of the dollar pairs are doing a little bit of that. They're all kind of tiring. And Euro USD, like I said, for that one, not looking too good. The daily candle closure, not a nice closure there. You can see the market is starting to form a little bit of a floor here with these wicks. So with Euro USD, I said we could be seeing another push to the upside, back up to the resistance first. You would want to see some retracement down if you are looking for longs, and a break and retest of this structure looks nice for some longs there. And then you can push it back up again on the buys. But yeah, Euro USD, I'm still sell biased, but I'm not really seeing any clear structure to actually sell the market back down again. So we'll kind of wait for things to develop a little bit, and then maybe some sells can present themselves. But yeah, you might see some better buy opportunities than sells for Euro USD. Maybe just this week though. Maybe things could correct themselves later. But yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the DXY because that's what I'm interested in. So yeah, obviously kind of like Euro USD in reverse. Little bit like a bull pattern here where we've gone from making higher highs to lower highs there, as you can see, which kind of made us melt to the downside a little bit. Again, daily candle closure, not the best, but we're still coming to some strong areas here on the daily. We're still coming to strong areas where, if we do hold this, we could be seeing some life come back in for the dollar again. I am still bullish. I am still expecting dollar to work its way back to these highs rather than go and take out these lows. So I'm still expecting 114.500 to be hit, and maybe some new highs as well. But if you are looking for longs, you can look for longs here, just a little bit aggressive for me, because we could push up again and then lower high and then come back down, because you can see what the structure is doing right now. Consolidation, drop to the downside, we've got that low there, lower high, another lower low, could be another lower high, and we could do something like that as well. So the buys here look good, but they could be only temporary, and they could roll back over first, and then maybe we could see DXY become bullish and then go up higher. So DXY look good for the upside for now, but I'm not too sure how long it could last before we have maybe a deeper correction and then see the bigger buys come through. But yeah, I'm looking at the DXY. It's testing us a nice level. It's testing a nice level here. I do have to admit, you can see the resistance there, the support there, the resistance there, and then we'll come back again. So it is a nice level. And the 4H, you know, depending on that candle closures there on the 4H time frame, should be interesting, which closes in an hour's time. So we'll see how it closes by the end of the stream. But yeah, I'm not too sure how far that push will take us. We'll see. I could be wrong. We could just fly to the upside, which will be good for my gold trade because I'm short on gold. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. I mean, what you guys bias on dollar? You guys still short, still long? I know I'm still overall long bias on gold. I mean, keep saying gold, and why I got golden brain because I'm trading it. I'm still overall long bias on dollar. But yeah, it's a little bit iffy. Might see some more downside before we go bullish again. Okay, so I'll take a look at 80C Chef as well. And then I'll go through my gold trade in a second. GJ, yeah, we'll take a look. Pound yen as well. US 30. Pound NZD. Yeah, pound NZD is on the watch list. I'll take a look at that one. Luckily I took profits on AUSD because you told me that we could see a retest. Now it's pumping. Think you secured some profit. No problem, my man. I mean, again, it's just all about market structure and the way the market moves. You know, the market's not going to move in one direction for quite a long time, and especially when you're trading a market and it flies in your direction or it falls in your direction. You know, naturally you want to hold into that trade a little bit longer to see if you can keep going and still, you know, make you even more profits, secure some more pips. But you know, you have to think from a structural point of view. When the market does trend to the upside, you know, especially after a big move, naturally it's going to retrace. Not all the time. It could maybe fly, but the market doesn't do that every time. If you just look at the DXY now, I mean, look how many down moves we've had, you know, with this bullish trend, but the overall move has been up again still. So as you can see, structure does have that retracement, especially like a drop like that on AUD. I'll be expecting retracement. Doesn't mean it's reversing, and doesn't mean that AUD is going to go bullish now. It just means that we're most likely going to retrace, and then it could go bearish. But like I said, that daily candle is important, so keep an eye on that. Okay, so we'll take a look. Okay, euro pound, no problem. What's the lowest time frame you use? The lowest time frame I use is hourly. Sometimes, occasionally, I do take trades on the 30-minute, but I'm doing that less and less now, and I'm mainly sticking with the hourly time frame. So yeah, hourly is the lowest that I use, but not necessarily the lowest that I will look at for like you guys and stuff that want me to take a look at the low time frames. You know, 50-minute, 5-minute, it's all price action, so I'll take a look. But hourly is the lowest that I use for my personal trading at the moment. Okay, so I'll go and take a look at ADC Chef, and I'll go over my trade on gold. Okay, so ADC Chef, where are you? Okay, so ADC Chef, for you sell bias, bullish bias, let me know. I think you said you're selling. Yeah, selling. Emmanuel, please have a look. No problem, bro. Okay, so ADC Chef, higher time frames, obviously, just to get the overall structure and what the market's trying to do from a bigger picture. Again, doesn't necessarily mean you have to trade this, but it's good to know, you know, what the market's trying to do. We have snapped below a pretty strong level here, and the market just wicked into it on the monthly time frame, which is nice. So we could be looking at a break and retest on the monthly time frame, which could mean a lot more downside for this pair. And again, that's good just to know on the back of our heads. But for now, everything's still looking bearish as I go through the time frames. Nice bearish engulfing candle there as well after rejecting that price support down the left. So we are still seeing bears, you know, in this market. It's a little bit corrective, so it's not the best free flowing market. You can see a lot of wicks and a lot of bullish and bearish candles, so it does take its time to play out. But naturally we'll still have, you know, expectation of these lows to be taken out and to see some new lows. It would have been nice to short from up here, take the break and retest from there. I'm not too sure where you shorted the market, but a break and retest of that structure looked nice at 0.634. Right now, we've seen a nice strong move to the downside. The market's starting to struggle a little bit higher here. It's also firing some wicks to the downside as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure where you're selling, but sells still look like the best bet. The market could maybe push a little bit higher to retest this structure here first. We could see something like this happen. But yeah, I will be expecting those lows to be taken out. I mean, you can see how the market moves. It does take its time. But yeah, AGCHF still bearish. High time frame still pointing down. Those wick lows look good to go at 0.62120. And yeah, I'm not sure you've entered, but yeah, see that trade through. It's looking good. It's looking good. Might take its time, like I said. Probably not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. It might actually achieve those lows. But yeah, it is still looking bearish. But yeah, so on my trade, gold, I'm currently short on gold. As you can see for this one, I entered this one just before I got on the stream actually. And I did post it on my Telegram, but I was actually looking to short gold yesterday, but I did miss my entry, unfortunately. So I would have already been short in the perfect world on this candle here, anticipating the lower high to form. And then again, targets back down at the same areas, but I did miss that entry, unfortunately. And I was looking at gold, we were already trading back down here, but it has come back to test the same level again. So I have entered on that candle there. So it's like an hourly entry, but full H as well. So it's a bit of the both time frames. But yeah, this was the candle that I was looking to short from. And the candle, the resistance taken through, and now we're respecting that as well. So I am looking at gold heading back down towards 1615, back down to these lows here. And long term, I'm still looking at 1550. So I'm still looking at this price coming back down here, which is what I'm working towards for gold. But you can see on the high time frames here, we have the 1700 level. Market is broken straight through that. Nice bearish engulfing down the weekly. Nice wick rejection there, the prior week as well. So momentum is still looking bearish from a weekly standpoint. Daily, we just snapped through this support here on the left. You can see we've had a whole bunch of wicks into this area here, and the market is now rejecting it as resistance. So daily is looking good, and basically just from a daily standpoint, I'm looking at us filling that gap to the downside back down to these lows here, and then maybe seeing the trend continue. And then on the 4H time frame, we had some nice bearish structure with these trend line here, just giving us these lower highs basically. And I'm looking to see if we can find another one around there and come back down again. And then for my area of interest was basically just this resistance there, that support, just taken all across. And then that was my area of interest basically to enter the trade. So I'm short from that level there. I will be looking to take some partials at this wick area here. If we get there, of course, at 1640, then that is my kind of main target. But it depending on how we get there, if we can pick up some momentum, because gold is a little bit corrective right now. So I do want gold to pick up a little bit of momentum. And if we do, I made it to secure maybe 75 or 80% of my profit. And then I'll leave the rest to run to 1550 down there to that higher time frame target. To see if I can take advantage of that full kind of swing trade. So yeah, gold, I'm looking for us to fill that gap down to those lows, but I do think we can go 1550 down there. But we'll take it as it comes first. You know, we're still trading around my entry price, so nothing has really changed too much right now for gold. But buys is still down to 1615 and looking for 1550 down there as the final target. But yeah, we'll see how this one gets going. I'm just interested to see what the dollar does, because dollar is trading at a key level, but the structure isn't quite there. So hopefully, obviously for my sake, dollar does this, but we'll see. We will see. I mean, everything from gold, just looking at that price action alone looks great. But we'll just see if the trade plays out. But yeah, that's the only trade I'm in currently so far. A few other pairs I was looking at the start of the week, but they've kind of left me behind a little bit. Didn't get the entries I was looking for. Okay, so yeah, we'll take a look at AUSD. Okay, I'll take a look at pound yen after as well. So AUSD, pound yen as well. What does 0.1 equal when trading oil? To be fair, I'm not actually sure, because I've never actually placed a trade on oil before. I don't think I have. So yeah, I don't even know. I mean, you go and search for a pip calculator and it'll calculate it for you. But yeah, I've actually never placed a trade on oil before, so I'm not even too sure what the lot size is equal there. I've got 2 American pit bulls, Terriers. Okay, nice. Soon to be 3 because one of them is having pups after Christmas. Nice. Yeah, I never used to be a dog person, but I've grown to love them, to be fair. This is very bullish. Yeah, not too sure what you're talking about there. Well, I mean, which market, sorry. But yeah, pound yen we'll get to, but we'll take a look at AUSD first. US 30, okay, we'll take a look as well. Jeez, man, I need to keep up with these comments, by the way. So far behind. No problem, Declare. Happy to help, my man. But yeah, pound NC we'll get to, euro pound and pound yen as well. DXY makes sense. That would make gold and GBP bearish too. Yeah, I mean, if DXY can find that feet and go up, then I would expect them to come down. But pound USD doesn't look so good to short, in my opinion. It could come back down, but yeah, I just wouldn't short that pair right now. Gold to hit 1630. I mean, I hope so. That would be nice. I mean, 1640 is kind of like my first kind of area where I'll look to secure some partials. But yeah, I'll be expecting 1615. How long is your average trade? Average trade is like 3 to 5 days. It's like an intra-week kind of trading system, because I do look at the weekly and the daily time frame candlesticks a lot. And I try to base my trades, off those candlesticks. So yeah, it's kind of like within a week I like to trade. Sometimes it does spill over to the next week, especially if I've got an extended target like on the monthly, or potentially I will look to secure most of my profit and then leave the rest to run, which could end up taking a week or two, sometimes longer, if I've entered the market a little bit early. But yeah, it's most like 3 days, 4 days, sometimes the duration of a week. Salute everyone, peace. Nice, thank you so much, Chop TV Sector. Welcome to the family. Happy to have you here. How do you know price confirmation before selling or buying? Can you show me an example from the chart in your own point of view, please? Okay, so how do you know the price confirmation? So basically confirmation to enter sells or enter buy. So the way I enter my trades. Hey, thank you so much, Moch. I just saw that comment. Yeah, guys, please be sure to leave a like if you are enjoying the stream. If you are enjoying the stream, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done already. It does really help the channel out. If you are new here, I go live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. London time. And I just stream the charts, go through my analysis, any trades that I'm in, trades that you guys are in, any questions, and just have a good time trading the Forex or whatever market you're trading. So yeah, hit the like button if you are enjoying the content. But yeah, for confirmations, I use candlestick patterns to enter. Again, I'm quite big on candlesticks, as you can probably tell from my analysis. But yeah, I've always used candlestick patterns to enter, and so far, it works for me. I know there's a billion different ways to enter the chart, but for me, candlesticks are very easy to learn and very effective when you use them correctly. So yeah, to enter charts, I just look for areas of value, areas where I would expect the market to react with, and then I'm waiting for entry patterns on a particular time frame to enter. I normally enter on the hourly time frame for my trades. This one wasn't the most orthodox entry because theoretically, I want to be entering a little bit earlier around here, but I didn't really get a good pattern for that. If I caught the trade yesterday, I would have entered on this candle here, which would be a nice bearish engulf variation pattern, but I entered down here, which is kind of a bearish engulfing on the 4H there. So yeah, on a slightly higher time frame, but it's the same concept. Nice shift in price action. We've gone from bullish to showing bearish momentum, engulfing the prior candles price fluctuation, and now we expect the market to kick in bearish. And same for the buys. I'll be looking for bullish engulfing is normally what I enter on, or variations of bullish engulfing 90% of the time. And that's how I take my trades. But yes, always has to be off an area of value, at least, something that you would expect the market to react with, because candlestick patterns in the middle of nowhere, not useless, but you don't want to be trading with them because you don't really have too much of an edge. You don't want to be looking at any random bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing, because you will find trades everywhere, because there's bullish engulfings, bearish engulfings everywhere. So you want to be specific when you take your engulfing trades. And to do that, map out levels, map out areas of interest where the market could potentially turn, and then look for the candlesticks there. So hopefully that made sense, their gaming channel. But yeah, Euro pound, take a look as well. And I wouldn't either. I think there is way too much pressure on Palm and Bangladesh to fix the mess last short calls. So they'll do what they can to. Okay, makes sense to be fair. I mean, it still doesn't look good though. It still doesn't look good for pound. I'm new here from Italy. Nice. Whereabouts in Italy? I've been to Italy a few times. Been to Venice, Lake Garda, Naples, some other place, Sorrento as well. So yeah, I do love Italy. Italy's beautiful. But yeah, I'll take a look at some of your pairs. I'll go into AUSD and I'll take a look at pound yen. I have not forgot about pound yen. Okay, so yeah, AUSD, same kind of thing as some of the other dollar pairs. Still bearish on this one. Still looking us to come back into that candlestick low, the monthly time frame, which we've been talking about for feels like forever now. But yeah, still looking for price to come back down there. So that's what I'm still expecting AU to head towards. You can see on the daily time frame, nice bearish structure. We're starting to throw some wicks there to the upside. But we are struggling to push through. You can see kind of what happened on USD CAD here. We had a nice bearish candle, but didn't form a lower low. USD CAD, same thing in the opposite direction. Big bullish candle, didn't form a high either. So AU is obviously showing some signs of tiredness, of failing to some exhaustion. So AU, if we can hold this resistance here at 0.63200, I'm expecting, like I said there, AU to push back to the downside. There's a possibility AU could break through this and maybe form a major lower high and then drop, because for me this is still the lower high point, or at least that point there is still the main lower high. So even if we do break through this, it's not really a sign saying, okay, AU is now bullish. We could tap into maybe an area like so, around here, and then completely reverse back down again. So do keep that in mind, because there will be a lot of liquidity up here that market could look to go and snap to take. But nonetheless, you don't want to overcomplicate it. Shorts do look good here. If it breaks, get out the trade. You can look for some more entries there, and even if you do get entries there, the risk reward will be a lot better to come back down again, really. So, and it doesn't really matter anyway. So yeah, AUSD short bias is trading at a very key level right now. So if you can retest that again, give you another entry signal, that could be a nice place to base a trade from. Stops above. If it does break, then we've got a second level here, which frankly is probably a better level to trade with anyway. So if it does get there, trades will look very good. Obviously wait for some confirmations to show us that momentum is changing, but from 0.64200, sells back down again, look very good as well for AU. Okay, so I think that made sense there for AU, but we'll get to pound yen now, because quite a few people have been asking about pound yen. So pound JPY, we've made some new highs, I believe. Yes, we have. So we had that price swing high there, just around 168, 700, 800-ish. And we just about spiked through them, coming into 170 just about. So very, very big psychological levels the market is tapping into. If I just see what's going on in the higher time frames. Okay, so still looking pretty bullish here for pound yen after breaking through those highs there. This is a very strong level of resistance. You can see where a bunch of wicks have come from there. So it's not really an area where the market is flowing too much. So if you do see a weekly candle above this area, that could really start a big breakout for us for pound yen in the future. But for now, the market is trading out some sensitive areas where I'm not a big fan of looking for buys at these areas. I do have to admit, not to say the market won't go higher, we are looking at a pretty bearish structure, and the fact that we have taken out these highs here on the left, it is really telling me that the market is shifted bullish big time. So I will be expecting this to climb higher, even if it does come back down first. I will be expecting to climb higher, or it might just stall here for a bit and then just fly off as well. So either which way, I'm expecting the market to go higher. It just depends how far does it want to retrace first, before we do see the buy step back in. Naturally, from my trading experience and the way I like to trade, I'm not really a big fan of taking buys in these sort of areas, because it's very sensitive and you're kind of a little bit exposed here. It'd be much nicer if the market was to come back down a little bit further, maybe even retest. This structure would be even a much better to place a buy than up here as well. So pound yen still looks good to climb higher. 167 looks like a good place to start looking for some entries for that. We might not get there. Price may go bullish from up here, but it's just not really a trade that I'll look to take really. It's just a little bit exposed. So if you're willing to take the risk, obviously it's not the worst place to trade, but at the end of the day, the worst that can happen is you lose a trade. That's the worst that happens. As long as you're using appropriate risk management, losing a trade is not really a big of a deal, because first of all, it's inevitable. So you have to lose trades at some point, and second of all, if you do have a good risk reward, at least a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 even, which is nothing too crazy, your risk will keep you afloat anyway. So with pound yen, buys on the retest of the structure, I can see what you mean by that, but I'd rather price comes down a little bit further, because we've just taken out some major highs. Price might want to react with that and come back down first before it does push bullish. But yeah, from these areas, we could be seeing price snap bullish. As for the next targets, it's difficult to say, because we're kind of coming into uncharted territory, which we haven't been in for a while. There's these wicks up here. Price might want to come into, which is at 174, is it? Yeah, 174. So that could be an area to look at. But before that, we've got 170 up here. That could be a nice target to work with. 171 up there. That could be another target. Basically just using the psychological levels. And then 172 as well would be a nice area to work with. Basically, just because there's nothing really on the left for us to work with too much there, apart from that zone up there. So yeah, pound yen still looks good. Focus on the higher lows and buying that, because like I said, it's either we test this and fly, or we come back down and fly. Everything is looking pretty bullish for pound yen, so I do expect it to go higher, but preferably 167 looks good, but 168 could prove to be the level that the market flies from. So yeah, take with that information what you will. But yeah, I do agree with that bullish bias, and well done for that trade as well, Cleaning Services. Well done for that trade. Okay, so let me take a look at some other pairs. So Euro Pound, I have definitely seen a couple of people request that. Okay, so Euro Pound, I'll take a look at Pound USD as well again. Is there any other pairs I missed? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so hey, a holy one from Israel, holy one of Israel, my bad. Greetings, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing good. Long time no see. I'll go over US30 as well. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you said there, Alex Ja. Hey Arturo, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, not too bad. Entered a nice short at 1.135 yesterday in pound USD. Just closed it. Okay, we'll take a look see. I think you forgot about my Euro Pound buy trade. Yes, I did. I mean, I'll get to it. I'll take a look at it now, to be fair. So yeah, not to worry, David, not to worry. Wednesday, okay, I'll quickly take a look over that as well. Sienna, yeah, not too sure what that is. Do you trade live or only analysis? I rarely take a trade during these times anyway. But I am trading gold, which I entered just before I got onto the stream. So at the 10 o'clock candle closures when I entered that trade. But really, I place most of my trades between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. and then 1 p.m. and 4 or 5 p.m. is normally when I place most of my trades. But if there is a trade during the stream, I will take it. I have done it before, but it's been a long time, to be fair, since I placed the trade on the stream. Yeah, I can't remember which trade it was, but yeah, if there's a trade, I'll take it. But mostly I'm taking my trades during London before, hence why the stream is now. Okay, so USD. Okay, gold will take a look see as well. Love your analysis, no problem, Josh. You're the best. You're the best too, man. I love your simple methodology. Big ups, bro. No problem, man. I mean, again, trading doesn't have to be complicated. Just focus on candlesticks, market structure. You know, a few other things as confluence, support and resistance, key levels. You're good to go. Just need to focus on, you know, just consistency and pushing through that. Hey, thank you so much, Jay. Much appreciated. Liked, no problem, man. Yeah, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please be sure to like, just like Jay did over there. It does really help out the stream. If you are finding it useful, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done before as well. Subscribe, join the family. And also, if you have any like video ideas that you want to see from more on the channel, leave it down in the chat as well. Okay, so yeah, I'll take a look at Euro Pound for David and some other people. I'm pretty sure I did request Euro Pound. I'll go for Euro USD and gold as well. USD sure, we'll take a look at Israel. No, cash, my bad. We've used the two messages. Good morning, Israel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. Hey, Johnny Rope, welcome to the stream. Oh man, big up. Okay, so Euro Pound. Okay, looking a little bit bullish there. So yeah, Euro Pound. Ooh, let me move away from my monitor. I mean, my desktop. Okay, so Euro Pound. Yeah, price is it's interesting. I did say it on my weekly analysis. If you guys haven't checked that out, feel free to go do so. It's on my channel now. But I did say on my weekly analysis, sales will look good to start off the week. But I would have expected price to go a little bit higher. I did say sales from here would look good. Didn't quite get there. We kind of just opened the week a little bit bearish. Hey, thank you so much, Jay. Subscribed as well. Jay's doing everything. Love to see it. But yeah, we gapped down and then just rolled over. I said shorts from up here could be good. We're tapping the level now. But yeah, it's not looking as good. It's not looking as good as before. Because we had this huge bearish candle here in the 4H, and now we're kind of finding a bit of a flaw to that, where the market's failing to break through. Found support once, respected it again, big wick to the downside, failed to continue, pull back up. Now I see momentum come back in bullish. So with Euro Pound, I'm actually just kind of waiting right now. I'm not looking to do anything, because from a weekly perspective, we're testing some structure which we could, you know, react with and close as a bullish engulfing maybe on the weekly, which could tell us a lot about next week candle. So yeah, with Euro Pound coming to this area here, I think some sells could look good, but I wouldn't push it too far. Like I said, that double bottom there is not a good sign that the market wants to continue bearish. So from an intraday perspective, you might catch a move to the downside back to this area, but I wouldn't push it further than that. And that's me, you know, really trying to look for a trade here. But really, if I was looking at this market, I'll just probably let it be for the week, to be fair, because I'm not really seeing too much from this one right now. I want to see how that weekly candle closes. But yeah, Euro Pound, if you are looking for a trade for this one, sales look good from this point. David, I think you said you're going to buy. Thank you so much, Kingdom Goal, for subscribing. David, didn't you say you were going to buy? Euro Pound buy. Okay, you're in a buy, or you're looking for a buy. If you're in a buy, looking good. If you're in a buy, looking good because of that support. Obviously, I would watch out for this resistance now, because, you know, price is tapping into that supply area where we did consolidate for a few and then huge move to the downside. Not a good place to be, you know, looking to buy into. If you are already buying the trade, buying the market, then that could be a nice place to maybe manage the trade, stop loss to break even, trail stops, partials, whatever you do to manage your trades. But we could see a reaction from this. If we can break through, then yeah, euro pound could be onto something for a much bigger move to the upside, and we could be seeing the weekly starting to show some confluence as well. But yeah, definitely an area to watch out from. So if you are looking to trade euro pound, I would favor some short-term shorts. I wouldn't push it too far, like I said, into that area at best. If you are on the longs look good, I would look to manage the trade a little bit because we might be traced from here. But obviously, I'm not too sure what your targets are and how far you're looking to push the trade. But yeah, keep an eye on this level here. But if you can break through, that's when we could see a lot more upside for euro pound. But yeah, it's not looking the best for me. And frankly, I'll probably just leave this pair alone for the week. I'm not the biggest fan of what it's doing right now. And euro pound is pretty much a very choppy pair, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that helped. Euro USD, okay, like I said, for euro, buys look like your best bet for now. I'm still overall bearish on the pair, but you could probably push the trade a little bit higher first. So I'm looking at this 4H structure here. You can see from the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and we've got some equal highs going through here, higher low, and then we ripped to the upside yesterday, forming that higher high. So for Euro USD, this tells me that the market is failing to go lower. You can see on the daily time frame here as well, all these wicks to the downside. It's not a good sign that the market wants to push lower with these wicks, and then after that strong daily candle closure as well. So I'm still bearish on Euro USD, but just not ready to be sold yet from my analysis and my strategy. You might catch a move to the downside, something like that, but I wouldn't push it further than this level, so maybe like 40 odd pips. And then yeah, buys will look like your best bet. Obviously wait for confirmations, but 0.98 looks good for those buys. Let's clean up the chart a little bit. 0.98, then yeah, push to 0.992, or even just back to highs here. Could make for a nice little trade, intraday trade, something like that. So that could be something to look out for. And like I said, I'm currently trading gold right now. Price is still trading around my entry price. Entered on the hourly / the 4H time frame, and looking for a pushback down to 615. So my bias and analysis for gold, clearly down because I'm selling the market. And yeah, I'm looking for us to push back down into 1615 and probably a lot further as well. 1550, got some targets down there, but the market has been breaking through some key structural levels here, and now it's trading below. You can see the lower highs the market's been placing, so I'm looking for, as long as we can maintain that structure, for us to roll back over and do something like that to the downside. Gold at the moment, it's not the cleanest structure on the 4H. Daily and the weekly looks a lot better, but you can see the 4H is pretty corrective. So at the moment, I'm not expecting the cleanest and the smoothest move to the downside, but I am expecting the market to come lower. If you do look at the weekly, you can see beautiful bearish engulfing there, coming to that resistance turn support. So from a weekly perspective, looking for us to head down, maybe for this weekly candle here to flip bearish, and actually go and take out these wick lows there. And you can see from a daily point of view, we've also snapped through that support there as well. So gold's looking pretty good for pushback down to lows. But yeah, I would expect us just to stay within this structure. If we break through that structure, that is a little bit of a red flag for gold, and we might actually head higher. So as long as we don't break through, we could be looking at pushback down to 1615 for that one. So yeah, that's what I've got going for gold at the moment. Hey, thank you so much, Horla, for subscribing. Pips Arcade, much appreciated. Hey Mary, welcome to the stream. How have you been? Long time. Yeah, definitely long time. I've been busy with work, but still trading, of course. That's the goal, as long as you're still trading. Good to hear. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you've been doing good. Welcome. UCC Chef, no problem. Israel will take a look. Next month, I will be using your strategy for my Forex Fund challenge. I will keep you updated. Nice, Josh. Big up to you. I mean, good luck with that. But yeah, I mean, again, just keep it simple. Risk to reward, keep that, I'll say at least a 1 to 3. Higher the better, but obviously do be careful with higher risk to rewards, because it does allow for a lot more money left on the table, and a slightly lower win rate as well for the higher risk reward. But yeah, 1 to 3 should do the trick. Stick with the higher time frame bias, follow the candlesticks, follow the structure, and you should be fine, my man. Do you use market sentiment as a confluence? No, I don't really look at market sentiment. I don't really look at market sentiment. If you're talking about like what the buyers and the sellers are doing and the proportion between the buyers and sellers in the market, I don't really look at that at all, really. It's just purely technicals, really, because that's what I've back tested, and that's what I've gone through, and that's what I've been doing since I've started, really. So that's what I've got, all kind of my experience around. Obviously, I'm looking to add more to it. Maybe sentiment could be something I might start looking into. I've looked into it a little bit, but at the moment, it doesn't really make any kind of impact in my trading at the moment. No. But yeah, there are a few trades that do look at market sentiment quite a lot, but I'm not one of them currently. So yeah, not yet for me. Pound USD, we were talking about this one before. So yeah, I think someone sold this. Arturo, was it? You sold this one? Pound USD seen some downside. Like I said, as you can see from the arrows, I do think Pound USD most likely will probably see another move to the upside first. We are struggling here on the daily, to be fair. A lot of wicks there on the daily, but I'm not a fan of the structure. You can see we did go from making lower lows and lower highs here to making higher highs and higher lows. So I did say in my weekly analysis, if we could hold this structure here on the left, sales look good. But unfortunately, we did break above. We have broke back underneath, and looks like price has come back to retest that area a little bit. But I'm still not confident looking to sell Pound USD just yet. We could definitely find support either one of these areas and push up higher again for Pound USD. So I'm still overall bearish on this one. I'm only looking to sell pound, but in the way I trade, it's not quite ready to be sold yet. If I can find maybe a lower high forming on the 4H, then I'll start to maybe entertain it. But at the moment, it's not quite ready to be sold yet for me. And we could actually be seeing another push higher. But yeah, if you did sell from yesterday, then you would have catch a nice little move there to the downside. And there's a lot of pips at the moment as well. This 4H candle, it's not looking too big on the 4H, but if I was measuring, that's a 100 pip candle there on the 4H time frame. So there's a lot of pips right now for Pound USD. You don't have to look at the market to do too much, to catch 100 pips. But obviously your stop loss is maybe a little bit bigger now as well, so it does compensate. Okay, so USDJPY, I did miss that one out. I'll take a look at that one as well. Seeing a lot of Euro USDs. I will quickly scan over that one as well. USDCHF, we'll take a look. Israel, no problem. Your good same analysis I got for gold. Nice. I mean, gold from a technical standpoint, I would imagine a lot of people will be having similar analysis because it's difficult to look at this one and look to buy the pair. I mean, maybe in the lower time frames, there might be some bear opportunities for buying the pair. But yeah, all I can see from a weekly, daily, 4H standpoint, everything is pointing down. So, as a person who, always likes to trade with market structure, I'm always going to be looking to sell this type of market here. So we're expecting gold to head back down to these lows here and probably going to take them out maybe this week. I mean, we're seeing a lot of momentum. You can see what we did the prior weekly candle there. It wouldn't be out of character for gold for this weekly candle to flip bearish and actually go and take out that low and see another big drop, something like that. The only thing about the weekly time frame, which is a little bit not a red flag, it's just the market is probably reacting to that support there, as you can see. So obviously that's the support we formed there. The market just closed straight into that area. It would have been better if the engulfing candle closed below, but it actually closed on top, which is probably why we're having the reaction right now, which is probably allowing us to get our entries, to be fair. So nothing too much to be worried about, but as long as we maintain that 4H structure, looking for these lows down here to be taken out. But yeah, we'll take a look at USDJPY and your USDCHF. Kajian, no problem. DJK. Big up, Yanni, respect. Hey, Tony Gold, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good, my bro. Can someone live off by day trading? Yeah, 100%. There are tons of day traders all around the globe. Day trading every day, or at least most days. So yeah, 100%. Kajian only. Okay, so yeah, are you only gold, or are you asking if I'm only trading gold? Yeah, I'm only trading gold at the moment. Can you look at pound JPY potential breakout and retest? Okay, sure thing. Would you mind doing EU for me as well? No problem. We'll take a look as well. So we'll start with USD JPY, which is over here. Oh wow, USD JPY has been doing a little bit craziness, have we? Wow, what happened there? It's a big wick. That happened in like five minutes. I think in a 1 minute time frame. Damn, that happened in 2 minutes. What happened there? Just 2 big candles. I mean, it's not too crazy if I was to measure the pips. I mean, it is pretty crazy to be fair, 115 pips. But yeah, that's weird. Was any news out? Let me see other JPY pairs. Okay, yeah, JPY pairs did tank a little bit. Oh yeah, they did. Was there news? Let me actually go check, because I haven't actually checked the news for this week. So 2 birds and 1 stone there. But yeah, that is a little bit weird, and it has happened to pretty much all the JPY pairs that I've seen. But yeah, it's not really a time that you expect JPY news to come out. Nothing I can see on the charts. I mean, on the calendar. Don't really have much news today, to be fair. I only see medium impacts. So yeah, that is odd. But nonetheless, we'll take a look at USD/JPY. So yeah, nothing's changed. I mean, all that's kind of left is for us the big wick, and if you kind of disregard that wick, all we've done is just still moved in this channel, really. So nothing has changed, really. In fact, the wick might actually start for us to really rip to the upside now that we've kind of maybe liquidated a lot of stops underneath that level. Let me just check a different broker. Oanda. Okay, yes, there as well. Okay, so yeah, for me, USD/JPY is still very, very bullish. The market is looking very, very bullish. We've taken out those highs on the left here, so it's difficult to really find solid targets for this one. Hey, thank you so much, The Bang. I think that said, much appreciated for subscribing. If you guys are finding the stream useful, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. It does really help the channel out, and obviously, you know, become a little member of the community, because it's a great community. But yeah, USD/JPY, this is kind of the level that I've got in the monthly time frame, which we may or may not head to. To be honest, I'm just finding levels in the market where we could react from, not necessarily where I think the market can go, because we're obviously ripping to the upside right now. There's a lot of momentum, you know, with USD/JPY, and who knows how far we could go. I'm not really trying to call the top or anything, but that could be area where we could be, you know, attracted towards. At the moment, everything is looking exceptionally bullish right now. Weekly candle close is very bullish. Daily still looking pretty bullish. Like I've said, you know, many times, when you're working with markets like this where we don't have much structure to look to the left, the best thing to do as targets, you know, is to use the psychological levels. We've got a very, very big one there at 150, so you could be seeing the market attracted to 150 up there. 149, I believe the market kind of already hit that one yesterday. Yeah, hit that one yesterday. So hit 149, the market sort of reacted with that. 150 could be next. That's a very, very big one where the market could be drawn towards. So your best bet in these market conditions is still looking for buy trades. You know, sells, you want some structure to break first, and at the moment we've had no indication of structural trying to break. You know, I'd probably even at least wait for a bearish daily candle closure, because since this breakout we've just been seeing consistent bullish candles. So yeah, your best bet is obviously looking for buys, and we've got this structure here. Oh, We've got this structure here. That could be a nice place to look for buys from again, if the market gets there, because it's kind of already wicked through it. And yeah, a push to 150. I think a good way to really take advantage of this is maybe just looking to trail stops and push the trade, because who knows how far this can go, and you can really maximize a winner, because people who are trading stops from buys down here are really making some nice nice pips. But in this kind of conditions, finding a target to aim for is a little bit difficult. Psychological levels will help, but they're not perfect. The market might come a little bit below it or a little bit above it. Whereas trading stop, you just trail how far the market goes. And in these conditions, who knows how far the market could go. But yeah, everything is looking bullish for USD JPY. So 150, that's a key psychological target the market could be attracted towards. Your best bet is looking for buys. And yeah, if we can stay above that structure there, I would expect the market to push through as well. USD what's happened with this one? Okay, so we've seen some downside yesterday. How do we close on the daily chart? We closed pretty bearish, but haven't changed too much. We have come into an area of structure here, was resistance there, turned support. I have been wanting a retest of this level down here, so I'm actually hoping we can come a little bit further, retest this structure, and then see the next kind of wave happen for USD. But nonetheless, we are starting to struggle a little bit in these areas here. It was a pretty strong daily candle closure. The market has come back into this significant low here, which is reacting with that. So we could see some upside from that. I'm interested to see how this next 4H candle closes, because we are having a tough time breaking through this area. But yeah, I'll be expecting USD to see some upside. I wouldn't push it too far, similar to USD CAD. This could be a nice little level to push it into 1.002. Maybe at best back to those highs, but the market is actually kind of respecting and kind of reacting to the resistance here. We just had a bearish engulfing from that level, so it's not really the best kind of market to buy into, because we are starting to see some evidence the market is failing to break through these highs. So like I said, right now structure is still bullish. We haven't really had any major structural breaks. We're coming into the low. We've just respected the low, so we haven't actually broken structure yet. So your best bet is still buys, but nonetheless you don't want to push it too far, understanding what the daily time frame is doing there. So yeah, USD is still looking pretty bullish. Would expect the market to head higher, but be wary. The higher we go, most likely the market could react again and see some downside. I'll take a look at Euro USD and Pound USD now. And I'll take a look at CAD Yen first, actually. I'll go over CAD Yen as well. And then Pound Yen as well. Probably Bank of... Okay, yeah. Definitely intervening with their currency as well. They did mention they would be doing it. Okay, I mean, that's nice of them. That's nice of them giving us a heads up. So yeah, they definitely did some intervening there, because that's pretty much the only explanation for it. But yeah, so it's all the yen pairs have kind of wicked really. So yeah, it's definitely something Japan related. But yeah, we'll move on to, which pairs did I say again? CAD Yen, Euro USD, Pound USD, and Pound Yen as well. I'll probably finish it on those 5 pairs, because we do have 13 minutes left. I mean, to be fair, if you leave any trades or any charts you want me to take a look at, because I will be ending the stream about 12 minutes or so. So make sure you do leave it down in the chat, and if we have time, I will go through it again. But yeah, we'll go on to CAD Yen. I'll go Euro USD and Pound USD after. And thank you so much, Fahim, for subscribing. Love to see it. And make sure you guys hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we're on, but let's see if we can at least hit 50 or 60 likes. Okay, so CAD Yen, that's not CAD Yen, that's CAD Yen. Okay, so CAD Yen. So yeah, CAD Yen, we had a very, very confident candle closure yesterday. And I do like the structure I'm seeing on CAD Yen. Reason being, we've cleared this high confidently. We've cleared this high very, very confidently. So, when you're looking at structure can be very, very simple when you actually just look at the levels of structure. We've got this high over here on the left. So if I map it out there, if the market, say we've had a pullback, right? We've had a pullback right now. If the market clears above this level here, then just, looking at the structure alone, if the market clears this level, there's a pretty high chance we're going to work our way back to this high. Pretty high chance. If the market then closes back underneath this level, then that's a fake out there. Then it's a chance that, okay, the market might want to have a deeper retracement and come back down a little bit. But if it can stay above this level here, even a retest will be nice. The market has a pretty high probability of making it back to these highs, which is simply what CAD Yen has done here. We've closed above that prior swing high confidently. So most likely, if you don't get back below here, we can say with a lot of confidence the market's probably going to head up back to these highs at 110. So for CAD Yen, just looking at the daily structure, we will be looking for a push to 110 as long as we hold above 107,500. And yeah, retracement would be nice, which could be what price has done there with that kind of wick. I mean, not really seeing much confirmation, so I would still want price to go lower. And in fact, I want price to retest the level, which hasn't quite done yet. So hopefully CAD Yen can come lower, but it doesn't really change too much in terms of the direction. Sometimes you don't see the perfect retest or the perfect retracement that you want to see. But if we can come back to retest that 107,600, 107,500, that's what I'll be expecting to actually be looking for any long positions really to buy the market back up again. I always do that. Don't I? I always remove the wrong person. No, I removed Moch. I deleted. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I do this to everyone. I would not be a good moderator. Okay, Moch is unhidden. My bad. So sorry, Moch. You're not the first person I've done that to. You're definitely not the first person, and you won't be the last either. You will not be the last, but yeah, I do not make to be a good moderator at all. Yeah, hopefully you can speak now. No problem. Good. No love lost. Okay, so CAD Yen looking for a push back to 110, but if you stay above 107,500, that's what I'll be expecting for that one. So yeah, retest and continuation. We've got a lot of room to work with as well. Yeah, 265 pips, which is not bad at all there for CAD Yen. Okay, Euro USD and Pound USD, we'll take a look at those guys. Are they? Okay, so like I said, for Pound USD, looking nicely bearish for this one, seeing some downside. Okay, so Pound USD, again, we can see the 4H structure. We've gone from making lower lows and lower highs to making higher highs and higher lows. So Pound USD, I'm still bearing this market, but the structure ain't quite there for me to trade it. So I have to wait for, at least a lower high to be shown on Pound USD. Some rejection, a lower high, something like that, for me to even start considering to sell this market. And at the moment, your best bet is still looking for longs. Looks like we are breaking through this one. So we've got 1.22 and 1.115. Can probably catch some nice intraday buys to the upside there. But I will be expecting eventually us to work our way back down to the downside, back down to these lows here. So I'm expecting maybe some temporary buys there for pound, for some bigger sells down the road. It is looking pretty bearish now, but in terms of structure, there's nothing there for me. So I'll have to wait for at least a pattern to develop first before I look to sell. And Euro USD, kind of the same thing really. Again, you can see the structures there. We're coming back down to retest that level. So can you see a push back into there, 0.986 or even 0.99200. If we can break through some structure, maybe get underneath this, start forming a lower high, that's when I'll start be on the cards looking for sales for Euro USD again. But only under those conditions while I'll start looking for sales. Right now, we're coming back to retest some broken resistance, turn support. So again, your best bet, definitely from an intraday perspective, is buys. If you're looking for the bigger swing trade, like I said, let's see if we can get back underneath that, start forming a lower high, then the sells will be looking a lot better, and then we can work our way back down to these areas here as well. But for now, buys are your best bet. See what happens on the retest there. We've got 0.986 and we've also got 0.992 as well. So keep an eye for the buys there. But if you can get underneath, that's when we'll start looking for the sells. And similar kind of concept there for Pound USD as well. But looks like DXY is starting to gain strength. I mean, how's DXY 4H candle closing? Okay, it's confident. It's closing pretty confidently. It's got about five minutes left, and it does look like a pretty confident close. And we are coming to a pretty key level. You can see the resistance there, the support, the resistance there as well. Now looks like it's acting as support again. So it is a strong level. My question for DXY is how far we're going to push through. Because you can see the structure here, we consolidated, we dropped down, lower high, drop down. Do we come up and form another lower high and then drop back down again? Or do we actually break through some structure and start flying? That's my only question mark for the DXY, which is why I wouldn't quite sell Euro USD or Pound USD yet. Gold's a little bit of exception, but the structure is a little bit different and it hasn't kind of been correlated with the DXY over the past few days. So gold still looks good for shorts, but Euro and Pound a little bit But I do like the candle closure, so we can expect probably some more upside for the DXY. But I would start, watching out coming to these areas and see what the DXY does next. Okay, we'll take a look at Pound Yen as well. Japan today, if foreign exchange rates move excessively, we will have to corner closely with the package bankers. Okay, thank you so much, VCDC. That does make sense. I think they have considered their appropriate steps then. We will have a nice bullish 4H candle on the DXY, I think. Yeah, I mean, we're about to close in about four minutes or so. And if anything drastically happens in those 4 minutes, we are probably looking at a confident closure. So yeah, I would be expecting some more upside, maybe for the next maybe 1 or 2 4H candles at least. Obviously, it could be the catalyst for maybe a huge continuation, but I'm not seeing that quite just yet. I do think we'll probably hit back to these highs, then we'll see what market does there. So yeah, probably for the rest of the day, we could be expecting some more strength in the dollar, some more strength in the dollar maybe. But yeah, Pound Yen, where are you? So someone was looking for a break and retest of Pound Yen. So yeah, Hughes 99. Can you look at Pound JPY potential break and retest? Okay, we'll have a look. See now. I don't think I've had a sip of water yet. Almost criminal. Okay, so Pound Yen. Okay, so yeah, Pound Yen, we are looking pretty bullish. We've obviously taken up those highs there. So you're looking for a breakout, which makes absolute sense. Early in the stream, I said I'm expecting Pound Yen to push a lot higher. We've taken out a major high over here and obviously that high there as well. So we've taken out a lot of key structure and obviously had a pretty confident candle closure as well above that. So the breakout is definitely on the cards, but with Pound Yen being at these sensitive prices, with all of these wicks here on the weekly time frame, I mean, if I just get rid of all this for a second, if I just draw a line across here, actually no, a line across here, you can see apart from last week's candle, which just above closed above this area, all we've been seeing in this area is just wick after wick after wick. On the weekly perspective, the market's finding it really, really hard to break through this area. Last week candle, we did see just about a small candle closure above, which is probably why the breakout is on the cards. But there's a good chance that this weekly candle could actually pull back and close bearish back underneath. So don't definitely write off that to happen. But like I said, because the structure's changed now, I will be expecting price to go higher. So for me, Pound Yen, I'm actually looking for some buys, but I'm hoping the market can come down a little bit further down. I know a lot of people will be looking at the break and retest here, and I'm not really a big fan of taking break and retest at those kind of extreme highs. Just because I feel like there's a lot of kind of manipulation back and forth at these highs. So especially with a structure like this where there's so many wicks on the higher time frame. So for me, I would like Pound Yen to come a little bit deeper, at least back down to this 167 level, or even better down to this 165,500. And from there, I'll be expecting the market to go bullish. But I definitely agree with the bias. I definitely agree that the breakout on the cards, and we can go a lot further. Like I said, the psychological levels 170, 171, 172 will probably make to be some good targets. And we've got this kind of weekly zone here on the left, which the market could be attracted towards as well. So I do think Pound Yen's getting ready for a breakout. But like I said, I'm just not a fan of taking the break and retest of the extreme highs. Especially with what the higher time frames are doing. So yeah, if Pound Yen can come a little bit deeper into this 167 level, retest these highs here, that would be nice to start looking for some longs, or even better, come back and retest 165 as well. That will make a lot more sense to go long. and the risk will be better as well. But yeah, if the buys on this level fails, 168,500, then you've got 167, and you've got 165. But I can confidently say that there's probably like a 80% chance that we do expect to see a big breakout for pound yen. It's just all we need to do is look to catch that higher low. You know, where's that going to form? Got some nice levels of interest here. You know, I'll be focusing on these two here. It looks like we may actually be breaking through that one actually. We've had a pretty strong candle closure on the hourly, but I'll wait to see how the 4H closes in 2 hours. But yeah, that's what I'll be expecting for pound yen. Okay, so we have come to the end of the stream. I will be looking to wrap things up. I will go over my trade again on gold. Cheers for CAD yen. I'm in a you're in at okay 105.5. Nice DJK. So yeah, I'm expecting CAD yen to push through. So hopefully we can go and hit those highs. One short on gold. Nice. You're with me. We'll see how it goes. You're the best swing trader I know on YouTube. Much appreciated, BCDC. Love to see that. I mean, yeah, guys, we are the best swing trading channel. Even though I know a lot of you guys aren't swing traders, but you know, it's good to see. I mean, again, trading is trading. Different styles, different kind of lengths of the same thing, but we're trading the same charts. Just that I look to hold my trades a little bit longer, and I use the higher time frames a little bit more. But we're all doing the same thing. But love to hear it, VCDC. Great stream, Miko. Cheers, no problem, Richard. Happy to help, my man. But yeah, guys, you have come to the end of the stream. So like I said, I'm currently trading gold, still at my entry price, but looking for us to go and take out these lows down here and push through 1615. So I'll keep you guys up to date with what happens with this one. There are some other pairs I'm looking to trade. CHFJPY, I was looking to buy this one this week, so I'm hoping we can come back down, retest some structure. Oh, did not mean to do that. Retest some structure around here. Not too sure if we will, but I do expect this wick high to be taken out, so I'm looking at buys until we do that. Euro yen did take out those highs, didn't retrace for me, so I'm not really going to be bothering with euro yen too much. Pound yen looks a little bit better for me actually. We'll see how that gets going. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on Euro USD and Pound USD, see how they get on. But yeah, I am trading gold, and I probably want to get that to break even before I jump into another dollar pair at the moment. But yeah, guys, I'll keep you up to date. I'll keep you up to date with the trade. If I do get into any other pairs, feel free to check out my Telegram. I will post anything there if I have something. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Please be sure to leave a like on the channel. It does really help the channel out, and subscribe if you haven't done already. If you are looking for a broker, I do have my affiliate link there to IC Markets. Check it out if you want to, if you are looking for a broker. And like I said, check out the Telegram if you want to see any updates. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming onto the stream. I do appreciate all of you who attended, liked the stream, subscribed. All great to see. No problem, Israel. Thanks for the top-notch analysis. Big up to you. Big up to yourself as well. Breathing. What does breathing mean? Brethren. Or was it brethren? I have no idea, but it looks like you mean goodbye. So you too, Tony God. No problem much. I always go rewatch your live streams. Nice. Well, hello from the rewatch. But yeah, I think a few people do that, to be fair. I mean, they're on YouTube, so I might as well take advantage of them. But yeah, guys, I will be live again tomorrow. So today's Tuesday, so Wednesday and Thursday we'll be live again, same time, 10 a.m. to 12. So yeah, I do hope to see you there. UK time, that is, by the way. No problem, Anus. Name of the Telegram channel, it's Miko Aodu FX, but I do have a link to it in the description below, or if you scroll to the top of the chat, there'll be a link which you can just click on, it will take you there. But yeah, guys, it is the end stream. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Be there, be square. And yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date. But have a good one, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.